What's going on, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Training Arc, a new series on Anime Kitchen where I'm going to be showing you various skills, techniques, and everything in between to help you improve your cooking in the kitchen. Today's focus, learning how to segment an orange and properly cutting a pineapple. So, aprons on, let's go. To properly cut a pineapple, we're going to need to get rid of all of this thick, inedible skin on the outside to reveal all that sweet golden glory within. To make our lives easier, we're going to start by slicing off the top and bottom of the pineapple so that we can create a steady work surface. After giving the pineapple a haircut, we're going to stand it upright, and with a sharp knife, we're going to carve away strips of the outer skin using long vertical cuts. As you're making your cuts, use the pineapple's natural curvature to help guide your knife. If you slip off a little bit early, it's all good, just go back and clean it up later. Take your time with this process and it'll be worth the effort. Just keep making vertical cuts all around until you've removed all the skin and any tough parts of the pineapple. Once you've gone around the full length of the pineapple and you've removed all the outer skin, just check the base to see whether you might have missed any little bits when you were making your downward cuts. Alright, so now that we've got our pineapple peeled, let me show you the actual way to cut this so you don't get all those weird hairy bits in between your teeth when you're eating it. Pineapples are actually a cluster of berries that have morphed together to make this one super berry, I suppose. Each one of these berries has a little central nub which isn't exactly pleasant to eat. So to remove these, we're going to follow the nubs that naturally flow in a diagonal pattern. Place one cut at a 45-degree angle across a few of those nubs. Then we're going to do the same on the other side, and it should just slide right out like you're seeing on the screen here. Now we're just going to keep repeating this process, going at 45-degree angle on one side, 45-degree angle on the other side to remove the little nubs. And after a little while, you should end up with this really cool looking pineapple. Okay, now that we've got our pineapple all prepped, we can begin slicing. I needed my pineapple pieces to be more cube-like for the souffle pancake video. By the way, if you haven't checked out the video, definitely do it, they looked amazing. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to be cutting around the core, and then I'm going to be cutting each of those slices into thinner slices, and then cutting those into even-sized chunks. You can either cut the pineapple like this, or you can also cut it into quarters right through the core, and then you can cut into the core at a 45-degree angle to remove it. Up to you. Regardless of the way that you're removing the core, there you have it. You just learned how to properly prepare a pineapple. Contrary to what you might have believed, this is actually quite an easy process, and it just makes the eating experience a lot more pleasant. Plus, if you do this in front of your friends or family, they'll look at you like some sort of master chef, so milk that for all it's worth. Alright guys, now that you've got one fruit cutting skill under your belt, let's go for two. To begin preparing our orange, we're going to start off like the pineapple by cutting off the top and the bottom to create an even surface to work with. Then, like I demonstrated earlier, we're going to follow the curvature of the fruit and cut vertically downwards to remove the skin. What we're doing here is trying to remove all of the pith and as a little bit of the fruit as possible. You can get a little bit like you're seeing on the peel here, just making sure you're not cutting in too deep, because otherwise we're just going to be wasting all of the fruit. Once we've gone around the entirety of the orange, we're just going to clean up any excess bits of skin and pith on the base and the sides that we may have missed when we were cutting the skin, and then we can get to segmenting. As you can see here, oranges are naturally segmented. They're just connected by the inner pith and membranes inside of the fruit. So to remove an orange segment, we're going to cut into the fruit using the pith as our guidelines. Simply cut into the orange with the blade right up against the white pith, then repeat on the other side like so, and the segment should just pop out. If it's being a little stubborn, give it a little wiggle and it should release from the rest of the fruit. I'll do this one more time for demonstration purposes. So blade against the pith, slide it into the center, remove the knife, and repeat on the other side. Pop out the segment. Now we're going to repeat this process until we've gone around the entire orange and we're left with these beautiful segments with zero bit of pith. This is a great technique if you want to practice some more delicate knife work, and these segments are great for uses in various things including desserts, salads, and garnishes. So have a play around and practice with various citrus. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning into this new series. Let me know if you enjoyed it by liking and sharing the video. Let me know what type of skills, tricks, or techniques you would want to use in the kitchen, and subscribe to the channel for more weekly content. When you guys need another power up, I'll be waiting for you with the new training art. Peace.